Is Real Housewives of Beverly Hills Kyle Richards in a secret lesbian relationship while married to Mauricio Umansky? Well, that's what the streets are saying, child. And they're saying that Mauricio and Kyle are separated and soon to be divorced. But you better believe we're going to talk about it. Welcome back to Damien After Dark. If you're new here and you've not subscribed yet, go ahead and get subscribed and turn on your post notifications. Next, make sure you support the channel by liking the channel. You can also support by donating if you'd like. I have my Cash App and other payment apps available in the description if you feel inclined to donate. I thank each and every one of you that do, and I appreciate the love and support. Last but not least, join the conversation. I'd love to hear from you on what you think about this story and what the people are saying. And when I say people, I literally mean people, because People Magazine is reporting the juice, okay? Now, we don't really talk about housewives as much as we should over here, but I'm going to try to make that more of a recurring theme because, believe it or not, I love me some housewives. I watch them religiously. I think I've watched every single city. I love them all. But baby, child, this story I had to talk about because this story is juicier than a Georgia peach on a hot summer afternoon. Okay. So People Magazine dropped the exclusive the other day that Kyle Richards from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and her fine-ass husband, Mauricio Umansky, were were separating, and that they've been having issues for some time. They reported this. This is what they had said, quote, People Magazine. A source close to the pair tells People that, quote, Kyle and Mauricio have been separated for a while now, but are still living under the same roof. They remain amicable as they figure out what's next for them and their family. I just want to know who these sources are, because y'all know this happens a lot in Hollywood where people come forward and they tell these celebrities business, these sources. And, you know, yes, of course, sometimes people lie. That's just life. People are going to lie and come up with shit. But a lot of times these stories end up coming out to be true, you know. And, but I'm just like, damn, who needs friends when you got, who needs enemies when you got friends like this who are around you and run their mouth about you the first chance they get for $1.25. You know what I'm saying? These celebrities, though, they have so many people working around them and just surrounding them in general on a daily basis. So it's not far-fetched. It's very plausible. It's easy, and it happens a lot when a source, and when I say a source, you may be thinking like, well, who is a source? It could be anyone from a makeup artist, a hairstylist, a production assistant on set who just fetches the coffee. It could be even a close friend or family member who may be jealous, secretly jealous, and want to go back and spill your dirt because they don't like to see you shine. You know what I'm saying? People do that. People do that. Let's not act like they don't. But here's the thing. My thing is Kyle hid this from the show very well. I don't think anyone really expected to hear this news. Kim and Croy, I didn't expect to hear them getting divorced, but I could see it over Kyle and Mauricio. To me, Kyle and Mauricio have always had this very loving relationship on camera, a relationship that one would maybe aspire to have one day, whether you like Kyle or not. They were married for 25 years, her and Mauricio, and when we saw them on our screens, they seemed happy. They seemed in love, blissful, you know, hugging, embracing, smiling at one another. They weren't angry. They weren't cursing one another. They weren't sleeping in separate bedrooms. So I don't know if anybody saw this coming. It was just a little shocking to me when I was driving home from the beach the other day, and I was listening to a podcast and I heard that and I said, what? Wait a minute now. We got to go talk about this on the show, on my show, right? Now, the streets are saying that Kyle, one of the reasons that the whole breakdown and demise of this relationship is that Kyle is in a relationship while currently married but separated in a relationship with another woman. That's what's even more shocking about the story. They're saying that Kyle is, bisexual, and that she is, sorry y'all, I told y'all, if y'all watch my other videos, you'll know I got sunburnt and I'm just like super itchy. And my skin is like peeling extra bad. It's just so gross. But yeah, so, the streets are saying that Kyle's bisexual and that she's dating this woman. And at first I'm like, huh? Kyle bisexual? I honestly didn't see it, but then I had to think about it, and I had to reel myself in a little bit and tell myself, Damien, bisexuality and homosexuality, and I tell people this all the time, so I had to tell myself, bisexuality and homosexuality do not have a look to it. Regardless of the stereotype that has been over the years that a lesbian woman is supposed to be some manly butch woman and a gay man is supposed to be some sassy, sissy, girly guy. That was a stereotype. That was a narrative from the 90s and the early 2000s. That's not the case anymore. This isn't the 90s anymore. You know what I'm saying? Anyone can be gay. No matter their look, no matter their mannerisms, their personality, their hobbies. Because, those things, I feel like people judge you on whether you're gay or not. Oh, you like to get your nails done. You're gay. Oh, you hold your hand like this, or you have a soft voice. You're gay. Oh, you got highlights in your hair. You're gay. Those type of things. You know what I'm saying? Like, this, to me, this rumor could very much be true, because in my opinion, I can't base it off of, well, Kyle is, this girly girl, Beverly Hills chick. I don't see her being lesbian. It doesn't work that way. There's a term called a lipstick lesbian, and that's what Kyle is, right? Where my lesbians at? Where my girls who like girls at? Y'all are in the room, right? Hear me out. Wouldn't y'all categorize Kyle is a lipstick lesbian? That's usually the girly lesbian. And I maybe I should say bisexual, because technically, obviously, Kyle's into men. She's been with a man for 25 years. She's had 4 children by him. There was something there, or she wouldn't have spent all these years with this man, right? Now, this woman that Kyle has been involved with and connected to was rumored to be one of the things that has kind of was the catalyst of this separation that they had. And Kyle took to her Instagram, of course, and made a statement, and she denied that they're getting a divorce. And she didn't say that she didn't deny them being separated. She denied that they were divorced. But she did say in her post that they were having trouble in their marriage and, quote, have had a rough year. So she's not saying, she's saying that, look, we did not get divorced. That's not true. We've just had trouble in our relationship in the last year, and we're trying to work through it. She claims that there was no wrongdoing on either part, from either party. And I don't know, I just find it hard to believe. Not that I want it to be true. It's just like, here's the thing. Sources really close to Kyle are saying that they're separating. All these, these sources that are close by. Who is just going to wake up one morning and say, Kyle and Mauricio are getting divorced, and just make up some shit? You know what I'm saying? Granted, like I said earlier, people do. But Beverly Hills is not even airing. What is someone going to gain out of making this, making this up? When there's smoke, there's fire. And also, Kyle is admitting to having trouble in their relationship at this moment. So how, if this person is lying, if this source is lying, Kyle's kind of telling on herself, right? She's admitting that part of this is true. She's saying they're having issues. Things have been rough. We never knew that. She never said that on the show. In recent interviews that Mauricio and Kyle have done, they both talk about, oh, we're great, our relationship's great, everything's perfect. You know, they're just haters. People are talking trash on the blogs. Everything's great in Beverly Hills. Diamonds and rose, honey. Diamonds and rose. Bullshit and rose, okay? Like, I want to believe Kyle, but come on. Tell us, Kyle. Have you really been putting your hands in the cookie jar? It's okay. You know Kyle Bravo is a gay network, pretty much. 50% of the audience is gay men. The other 50 is women. We're going to love you over here regardless, Kyle. I think for her, initially, she's going to deny it because she's worried about her image and her children. What are my children going to think? What is Kathy going to think? What's Paris and Nikki going to think when they see this? Oh my God, I'm with a woman. You know, she's from this conservative family. It's no secret the Hiltons are conservative. They're not, I don't think they're super conservative like Trump conservative, but they're rich white folks. They're fucking conservative. So I'm sure Kyle is somewhere like, oh my God, you know, what are they gonna think? What are they gonna think? I have to deny this, Mauricio. We have to deny this. I can't admit it. No, I can't admit it. And Mauricio's probably like, babe, just live your life, babe. Just do your thing. I mean, who cares what people think? No, babe, I can't do it. What's Kathy and Paris and Nikki and everyone, all the fans? What are they gonna think? Like, who cares, Kyle? And this another thing. This is People Magazine reporting this. Let me just go ahead and put that out there for the authenticity purposes. And as Miss Wendy Williams used to say herself, People Magazine is the Bible of celebrity news and pop culture. If they say it, 99.9% of the time, it's true. People Magazine is not the National Enquirer. They're not Star Magazine. They don't put a story out just for clicks and views and, you know, dress it up and make a story out of nothing and lie and embellish. That's not People Magazine. I've read People for, I don't read them physically now because we're not in a magazine era, but they're all digital. They have a website now, obviously. But I've read People for years. I've not seen one story that they've gotten wrong. Not one. I don't think Kyle was probably expecting this to get out either. I don't see how, though, when she's a public figure on this reality show, I don't see how she thought this would never get out. I mean, now there's photos of this woman online. She's kind of been sprung into the public eye, into the blogs and everything, and I'm sure she's pretty happy about it and loving the attention because she is a country singer. One that we've never probably heard of. Morgan Wade is her name. Have y'all ever heard of her? I've never heard of her. I'm sure she's loving the attention. I'm sure she's loving her name being out there. People searching her, probably looking up her music now. It's probably great for her career, and you can't blame her for loving the attention in the moment. People have probably never talked about Morgan Wade as much as they're talking about her now. So she's probably loving the attention. Now, she's a tatted up country singer, because when I heard Morgan Wade, I was thinking, you know, cowgirl hat and blonde hair, Taylor Swift type. And I think she does have blonde hair, but she's tatted up. She's very edgy looking. You would think she was in a rock band. Now, here's where it gets juicy. Are you ready for it? Kyle and Morgan allegedly already have matching tattoos and matching rings. Ciao. Oh, she ate that thing down, didn't she, Kyle? She parted them cheeks and them legs and went to town. Or did you eat it down? Or did y'all eat each other? Somebody's putting it down for y'all to get matching motherfucking tattoos and rings. I mean, come on, people. Where y'all at? Talk to me. Right? Right? Y'all know. Y'all been in relationships. You know when you... I ain't never got no matching tattoo for no man. But never say never. I say now I never would do that. But listen, dick make you do some crazy things. And pussy make you do some crazy things too. So, hey. Kyle is down bad, baby, if she got matching tattoos and matching rings already. I mean, shit, you ain't even got out this relationship with Mauricio yet, and you already got rings and tattoos, allegedly? Allegedly, allegedly, allegedly. Let me just say that, so I don't get no lawsuit. So here's the thing. If Kyle is doing Barbie scissor kicks with Morgan in Beverly Hills, you can't tell me that Mauricio ain't in West Hollywood busting some young hot blonde down. Some young hot blonde chick busting a blonde brunette, whatever. Or maybe busting some young blonde hot dude down. Hey, we don't know. We wasn't expecting Kyle to beating the pussy up. So I don't know. Is Mauricio beating the Boochie Cat up? Or maybe he's beating some pussy up too. But you can't tell me he's just sitting at home crying over Kyle being with a woman. Hell, he knows what's going on. Mauricio's known what's going on. Hell, he's been with this woman for 25 motherfucking years. He knows Kyle like his left ass cheek and the right side of his motherfucking hand. This ain't no secret. She probably confided in him with it. They're best friends. Y'all see the picture? Mauricio posted a picture of them on the 4th of July yesterday. I think they're trying to do, some damage control, make it look like, oh, we're still together. We're just trying to work out our marriage and all this. No, I don't believe it. I think y'all are separated. That's the story says. But I think that you guys are best friends. And I think, Mauricio, you know about Kyle. This happens a lot in relationships where someone in a marriage decides that they want to be with the same sex. This, kind of goes through this discovery phase of themselves where they realize that they are attracted or have always been attracted to the same sex, and now they're at a phase in their life where they finally feel comfortable and confident to do so. And I think that's what's happening with Kyle in this moment, especially when we're in an era of pride and people are being proud of who they are, and it's somewhat being normalized and okay to be gay for the first time in history. And I think Kyle recognizes that, and I think she's wanting to let her flag fly, and I think she's Mauricio's her best friend, and she's confided in him in that. And as I was saying a second ago, that happens a lot. It's a Will and Grace type thing. Y'all ever seen the show Will and Grace? The guy who was married to this woman and he ends up coming out as gay, but they end up best friends. That happens a lot, where a man, typically it's a man, but in this case I think it's a woman, which is Kyle, which says, I hear her saying, babe, I need to talk to you about something. I've had feelings for, me and you haven't really been connected lately. We haven't been having sex a lot lately. And I want you to know that I have feelings for this woman. And, he probably knows that their relationship and marriage has not been what it's been. He knows he ain't been getting the coochie from Kyle like they used to. They ain't having sex like they used to. Their kids are damn near grown. Hell, they all are grown besides Portia. She's 15. Hell, she damn near grown. Mauricio knows what's up. Y'all can't tell me no different. Okay? And whoever he busting down while Kyle getting her coochie cat ate, whoever he's busting down, they are lucky as fuck. Because Mauricio is fine. I love me a middle-aged man with some salt and pepper beard. Now, if you're an avid Beverly Hills fan and you've seen all the seasons like me, then you'll remember the psychic in season 1, Alison Dubois, whatever you say her last name, I think it's Dubois. She was the psychic on season 1 who had the famous vape pen and was all at the dinner. They had that dinner party from hell. That was the episode. And she was the one that sat back like this. She told Kyle, your husband will never emotionally fulfill you. Just like that. Told Kyle that. Y'all remember, you watched, right? And she was a psychic. She was a psychic. And, of course, we watch these things. Some people are skeptics. I'm not. I believe in real psychic mediums. I don't believe in, like, the crystal ball type. But I believe that there are people out there with a gift and, a sixth sense, so to speak. And Allison predicted this. What are the odds of Allison saying your husband will never emotionally fulfill you? And now Kyle is allegedly finagling with a woman. Was her husband never emotionally able to fulfill her? Was Allison right? Allison also alluded Allison also alluded to Kyle that she was going to get divorced from Mauricio. I'm just saying. Flashback. Go back and watch season 1, episode Dinner Party from Hell. Now, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills is currently pulling a Vanderpump Rules, and they are picking up cameras right now. If you remember when the whole Vanderpump Rules scandal happened, they had stopped filming their season months ago. But things were so juicy, they picked cameras back up. Well, this is the same situation for Beverly Hills. They just wrapped their season a few weeks ago, and they said, "Bitch, call the camera crew, get the camera crew, get a schedule, call the girls. We gotta film. We gotta film for at least a few weeks and get this aftermath, get all this that's going on between Kyle and Mauricio." Click. So we're gonna see some of this play out, and I'm sure that the producers are going to have some of the other housewives bring this up to Kyle. I'm sure we're gonna get scenes with Mauricio and Kyle alone, talking about it, talking about the situation. They're probably going to be, deflecting and saying, I don't know why people are making up these lies, and they're probably pretending to be happy, doing what an actor and an actress does. Let's not forget, Kyle is an actress. No shade, but she is. But yeah, I'm sure we're going to see that. We're probably going to see Kyle meeting up with some of the girls. Whether, I don't know if it's going to be all the girls or if it'll be like her and, I don't know, who's her friend? Dorit. Her and Dorit meet up, and Dorit asks her, "So Kyle, is it true, darling?" What true, Dorit? What? "Is it true that you're having an affair with a woman behind Mauricio's back?" The gag is, Kyle, Mauricio busting Dorit down. No, I'm just kidding. That's what y'all be saying on Twitter and stuff, though. But listen, is it bad that I could see it? They would be cute as fuck together. And every time it's so dark and twisted and fucked up for me to even say this, but every time I saw them on camera, I'm like, they fucking. They look like they fucking. Mauricio and Dorit, don't they? Like, he look like when Kyle go to bed, he be going over and meeting up with Dorit when PK's asleep and tapping that ass. And that'd be hot, too. They're both sexy as fuck. Now, Mauricio did an interview with Teddy Mellencamp and Tamara Judge from the Two T's and a podcast. And this is what he said. This was back in April, 3 months ago. He said, they asked him about, rumors of him and Kyle getting a divorce, because for some reason this was a rumor a few months ago. So the streets have been talking, right? When there's smoke, there's some kind of fire. It may not be a huge house fire, but there's a bonfire somewhere. Mauricio said, "We're not getting divorced," he insisted in an early episode of... Sorry, let me start over. "We're not getting divorced," Umansky insisted on an early April episode of Two T's in a Pod. I mean, it's so dumb. That one stupid story that came out there, and then all the girls, decided to talk about it on the Housewives, and now it's a storyline. Mauricio also told the host that the viewers will see him and Richards address the rumors directly in the upcoming season of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. So, before this whole lesbian gate even happened, they're already talking about Kyle and Mauricio's marriage this season on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. The season that hasn't even aired yet. Just what they filmed. They've been talking about it. The girls have been suspecting it. Stories have been coming out that something's not right in their marriage. And they've been talking about it. And now this comes out. I can already see those shady Bravo editors now playing a flashback. I can just already see, them doing what they do. Now listen, I'm all for people being happy and living in their true, authentic selves and, doing what makes them happy at the end of the day. So I hope it works out for Kyle. If this is true and this is what she wants, I hope it works out for her and she can live out loud and she can, move on from Mauricio amicably and they can be happy and best friends and, be parents to their children and live happily ever after. Some say they may feel sorry for Mauricio, but I don't. Like I said, he knows what's up. He ain't stupid. Or, who knows? Maybe it's not true. And maybe this story is all just one big, fat, bogus lie. And, they're just having everyday marriage issues. Maybe Kyle's not bisexual. It could be a lie. But right now, it's looking about 92% true. Based off of what I'm reading, based off what I'm getting and what I'm seeing. It seems like that this is true. And baby, is the next season of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills going to be juicy or not? Well, here's the thing. It'll be juicy, but not until the very end. Kind of like Vanderpump Rules last season. It really got good towards the end. That's what's going to happen this season on Beverly Hills. Because apparently this season was a little boring. And they didn't have much to talk about. And they didn't have much going on. But this whole thing with Kyle and Mauricio is sure to revive things and bring it back to life. I'd love to hear what you've got to say, though. What do you think about this story? Do you think Mauricio and Kyle are really separated and headed for a divorce? And do you think that Kyle has a secret lesbian relationship going on that we do not know about? Are you surprised by this story? I want to hear from you. Make sure you join the conversation and get in the comment section below. Also, hit that subscribe button to stay up to date on when I post, go live, and turn on your post notifications so you never miss a beat. Last but not least, support the channel by liking this channel, clicking the thumbs up button right down there. When you click that thumbs up button, that's your way of supporting the Damien After Dark channel. And if you want to take it a step further and donate to the Damien After Dark channel, I will have my payment information in the link where you can donate through PayPal, Venmo, or Cash App. Cash App is typically easier for me. You can also donate through YouTube with what YouTube calls a super chat or a super thanks. But just be mindful that YouTube does take 50% of whatever you tip us creators. I appreciate you guys so much for the support, the love, and the continuous watching every week. We'll see you next time on Damien After Dark. See you.